Ladies and gentlemen, my name is ChromeDrake, and today we dive into the sneaky, stealthy, underhanded, corporation-ruled world of Invisible Inc. We shall start a new ongoing series with a completely clean slate. We shall play through the story mode on Experienced. I know Expert is the way it's designed to be played, but right now Experienced is where I'm comfortable, and hopefully in the future we will bump ourselves up to Expert. For those who don't know what Invisible Inc. is, think of a sort of a stealth-based XCOM-like experience with a short progressive campaign where you have to make choices where you go, what you do, manage your resources, and hopefully your spies, your agents, will not get killed. Now, with that said, let's begin the game and watch the wonderful cinematic intro.
Get to the main server, collect the data, and get out. No detours.
Copy that, Central.
Proceeding to target. Insertion was clean. Alarm level holding steady. We need to get to the 3rd floor. We can make our way to the server room from there.
Any chatter on the comms?
Negative. It's silent on all frequencies.
They should have detected us by now.
Receiving priority 1 transmission.
They're onto you. Get out. Get out of there!
HQ compromised. We're going to need an extraction. I've got incognito. Deckard and International are on their way.
Get to the roof. I'll cover you. Go!
Deckard, how long till extraction?
30 seconds.
Get us out of here.
Stunning animation. Love it.
We've got work to do.
Fantastic stuff. Yes, indeed. So we've escaped from our base, which has been compromised by the corporations. Our AI incognito, 72 hours to live, and I'm sure the game will probably explain this to us in the very near future. This game is being played with the Contingency Plan DLC, which just adds that extra little that just makes it Anyway, I'll stop making that sound now. Now, I'm going to go in on this first playthrough. We have so many different agents with all the different attributes and statistics, and shut up, boss. And we're going to be taking these guys with us, just the basic pair, because they do so well. However, I'm going to customize our basic programs and powers. This is something I've been experimenting with a bit, and it seems to work quite well. I'm just trying to find it, which is great, isn't it? Yes, gain 3 power per turn on cooldown, 4 turn cooldown, costs 5 power. And also Parasite. Infect a target to break 1 firewall at the start of each turn, plus 1 power cost per hosted parasite. And one of the things I've noticed or learnt from playing this game is that power is vital, and we will talk about that when we begin the campaign. Let's go. It's 2074, and the corporations rule the world with brutal efficiency. They hit you hard, and now you're on the run. You need to strike back, but you'll never win by force. Keep your agents alive with stealth and cunning, raid the Corp's facilities for tools and support, and prepare your team for the final showdown. The odds are stacked against you. You will fail, repeatedly. But each time, you will learn more about your adversaries, and every restart generates a new world of dangers and opportunities. You have a tough job ahead of you, operator. Don't let us down. I'm ready. Well, that remains to be seen, doesn't it? But we'll see how it goes.
Good. I was afraid you didn't make it out. Headquarters is gone. Most of our agents have been captured or killed, and our accounts all frozen. I don't know how the corporations found us, but you can bet they won't give up now that they've had a taste of blood. The jet
Those
stealth
bastards.
will keep us hidden if we keep moving, but Incognita can't survive long on backup power. She's got 72 hours tops. We need to mount a counterattack before then, or we'll be defenseless against their scans. If that happens, we may as well just crash this thing into the ocean. You've never seen the inside of a corporate deprogramming chamber. I won't see the inside of another. Incognita is scanning for targets of opportunity where
Just
we
let
can
this
replenish
playthrough.
our supplies. Follow her leads and gather what resources you can. I'll run through our contacts and see what favors I can call in. We're going to need all of the advantages we can find in the coming days.
It's all on the line, guys. It's all on the line. I'm going to let those intros play through this first time around, because some of you may not have come to Invisible Link before, but any future playthroughs, don't worry, I will skip past them. So, our agents, I didn't really cover these. International has... basically, every agent is different. They all have their own unique stats, and I really didn't linger, and I should have done. I apologise. International is very, very good at hacking. She's got a wireless emitter, which allows her to hack items from a distance through walls, and automatically reveals any nearby mainframe objects. In other words, she can sort of see hackable devices at a distance through walls. Very handy, and she's got a neural disruptor, which is a melee weapon. Think of it like a stun shock or a stun baton or something like that, or a taser. That's pretty much what it is. Now, Decker has got neural networking, allows the agent to uncover demons in adjacent objects. Demons we will run into later, their defenses on firewalls and whatnot. To be perfectly fair, if you played the card game Netrunner, this is very, very similar. We are doing the run, albeit we're not in cyberspace. We're actually invading the corporation's HQ. And the modded cloaking rig renders the user invisible until the next turn, or if they attack, vital. And with that, we'll continue on to the first of our missions, which is over here. And as you can see, the FTM executive terminals, this will take... We have 72 hours remaining. This will take 12 hours of time off us.
Executives
Not
are
good.
notoriously slack when it comes to network security, and their terminals are full of interesting information. We found a lightly guarded executive complex here. Get in, find the computer, and steal their contact list. Then we'll have our pick of future targets.
So that's what we got to do. FTM has advanced surveillance and scanning technology. You'll need to move fast in order to avoid detection. And it's a level 1 security, so the facility is guarded by civilian-level security forces and minimal InfoSec assets. Let's infiltrate this sucker. Let's get this ball rolling, shall we? Absolutely. Fantastic advice. And here we are, beamed into the corporation HQ.
Bad news, operator. They caught us completely by surprise, so we have no firepower with us. The guards' weapons are gene-coded to their owner and useless to us. We're going to have to make do with what we can find along the way. We've beamed you through the security
Procure
grid.
on
It should
site.
be somewhere near the
Kind of.
target, but you'll need to look for it. Get the list and find a transport pad to escape. But be quick about it. They noticed a disturbance when we ported in, and their alarm level is already rising.
So, let me give a very... we need to locate the executive terminals, get out alive, and find and steal corporate credits as a secondary objective. Now, let me just go over some of the basics of this game. I'm sure it's going to cover this for us. What the hell? Oh, there's actually a console there that I can't... Oh, of course there is, because I've got her selected. Okay. Regardless... Let me go through this. So, the main thing of the game, this is an XCOM-like. We have turns. As you can see, it's very, very XCOM to begin with. You know, you can see where we're moving. We can do all these actions. But we do also have action points, unlike XCOM. So, and this is very important. So, we have a security level up here. Every single turn, this will tick down. And when we sort of reach certain milestones, when we get to level 1, for instance, more cameras will turn on. At level 2, something else will happen. At level 3, a guard will probably appear. At level 4, and so on and so on and so on. So, you can't take too much time over the levels, but at the same time, you don't want to... you don't want to miss stuff, because these levels are randomly generated and you're trying to go through them for as much loot as you possibly can. Now, we've got International selected here, and her ability, if you recall, is to hack consoles at a distance and also to see what's around it. Now, I can pull into a tactical view by holding down my Alt button, which just gets rid of all the terrain so you can see what's cover, what isn't. And also, you're either in cover or you're not. You either can't be seen or you can. It's a very interesting thing. And then we can also see that we've got a safe here, and we've also got a camera, and we'll talk about those in a minute. But for now, so we're going to use this button here, and we're going to hack power from these consoles. Simple as that. Simple as that. Now, the other portion of this game is if I press spacebar, we can go into this sort of mainframe overview, and incognito, our AI, can do certain things to influence the game world. So I've got a parasite that breaks firewalls, 1 firewall per turn. Now that I can hack this camera, I can see through it and see what's on the other side. I hack the safe, I can go and loot the safe and raid it and gain credits. So that's what I'm going to do here. So I'm going to do first, so that costs me no power, and this is my power up here, 17 of 20. And you'll have to forgive me if I squint at this a bit. I've kind of got my recording software overlay kind of over the top of it slightly. You won't be able to see it, but I certainly can. And this is going to cost us 1 power now to hack through this safe. Okay, so that's what we're going to do with incognito. Now, I'm going to move international to this doorway here, and we're going to peek through. I'm going to basically use hotkey P. We're going to peek through the doorway, and it doesn't look like there's anybody on the other side. So let's open the door and peek around again, and then we'll be able to see everything that we can see. Right, well, that's all very interesting. So I'm going to use another 2 power now to bust this safe open. And I'm going to move international inside, and we found a nanofabricator and another safe. Oh. Okay, well, I'm going to use this to gain 3. So this cost me 5 power to use, and then every single turn that this is on cooldown, I gain another 3 power. So I spend 5 power and gain 12 power, so I gain a net of 7 power. Yeah? Makes sense. Makes sense. I just need to make sure I've got enough power left to use it on each subsequent turn. So I'm going to have a peek through this doorway with Decker. And ooh, okay. Not much to be seen in this room. This door here I need a keycard to get through. And I certainly don't want to split up my agents too far, but I'm just going to have Decker steal the stuff from the safe as we come through here, so I'm going to end my turn. And now this, ooh. Now I did something very foolish here. I didn't close this door after me. However, this camera's now been unlocked, so the security level has been increased by 1. This guard has come through this door, and now what we're going to do with this guard is I'm going to select International, and what I can do for the cost of 1... Shit, I just accidentally peeked, and I didn't mean to do that, but for the cost of 1 observation point, I can observe this guard, and we can see that on his turn he's going to move back to this doorway, so he's obviously got a patrol path that comes back and forth. So that's vital for the stealth aspect. And also we can see on the floor here, we can see he's got a sort of a cone of vision. Now, International is currently in a yellow portion of the cone. That means it's hidden. It would normally be in this cone of vision, but it's currently hidden. So, yeah, we can take advantage of that. So International is going to... Now, we don't want to go up there. There's a wall there, if you see. We'll come around here. We'll play a little bit dangerously. We'll end our turn out of cover. But look, there's a wireless console right there, which we're going to hack. Now, on this turn, we're going to steal from this safe. And our bugs are pretty much... our bugs have all done what they did. They unlocked all the different safes that we needed to have unlocked. I will English correct in a moment. We're also going to hack this camera as well, because if we hack the cameras, we can see through them, and likewise the enemies can't use them to see us. And we will also hack this nanofabricator while we have the chance to do so. See what it has later on, too. And where we're going to put Decker... Right, that can't actually be seen. It's actually perfectly safe to put Decker here. I should have, again, closed that door. I'm being a bit foolish. Let's just go back and do it. I've got enough AP to do it. And we'll just stay right there. Okay, end the turn. We'll explore sort of in this direction first, and we'll explore down here. Now, one thing... Ooh, hello, Mr. Guard. Well, that's good to know. Because the one thing I don't want to do at this early stage in the game is to split my agents up. If I do that, I seriously run the risk of them getting into a situation and then not having another agent there to come and bail them out of it. Now I'm going to hack this safe. So we're getting a juicy amount of credits. Now I'm going to have International just come and take cover over here. And Decker is going to come and take cover by this doorway. This guy's going to wander back in, shouldn't be able to see us. What's this door? We can't really see much, apart from the fact we know there's a nanofabricator in there. So let's end the turn again. Now, I could actually knock out this guard here and sort of create a bit of a shortcut through this room, but at the moment, the way the level layouts have worked, it doesn't really seem worth it at all. Let's open the door and peek round. So I think there's another door here as well. So let's go and have a little look at what the nanofabricator has to offer. Now, these things are like corporation... Think of them as replicators from Star Trek. There's only so much you can get in them, but the stuff that you buy in them is not gene-locked. So this is where you want to buy gear for your future forays, and you do need in this game you need a really good balance of gear if you're going to survive. So we could get riot darts, but that's got an ammo. That's got an ammo capacity, and I'm not sure we can recharge it. So that's really a 3-shot use only thing. Gives +1 armor piercing to ranged weapons. Lock decoder. Place on locked door to decoder and disable lock in 2 turns. I like this because there are some missions where you just simply cannot get your hands on a unlocking device. So I'm actually going to take that. That's not bad. Out of all the options there, to me, that seems like the best one. Now, I'm sure that some experienced players can probably tell me I've been a fool, but we'll see about that later. So this corporate safe we're going to hack. It's going to take 2 turns. This is a very interesting laid out level. I don't really know which way to turn here, if I'm perfectly honest. So it's the first level. I did say I wouldn't split up my guys, but we're just going to explore, take our time, and be careful with it. Yeah, I think that's the best idea. So I'm guessing that these rooms probably link over here. So the security level's increased. That's perfectly fine. Let's just take a little look in this room. The other thing we're looking out for... Oh, look at that. All the way over here. The other thing that we are very much looking out for... I am going to split up my agents. This is dangerous. This is foolish. But hopefully it won't come back to bite us. Being the first level, I don't mind doing this quite so much. But we will see. I'm going to move International over here. Good lord! We have another corporate safe that we need to hack. And I'm going to set International on ambush. If anybody happens to come through that door, she'll know about it. Though, oh look, they don't. I don't think they do link. But still, we'll play it safe. So as I say, the... Oof! Right. Okay, I've been seen. And that has up the alarm by 1 additional. But don't worry about it though, because this guy saw me right next to Decker, Decker has now got time to turn around and KO him, just like this. Now he will wake up after 3 turns unless somebody is standing there pinning him. I'm also going to steal his credits, because why not? I mean, if you down somebody, it's only rude not to take their wallet, I feel. You know? Give them something. Let them know that it was a justified cause. Right, there's really nothing in here. So we're going to continue over to this safe, and we're going to hack this. And this safe, and hack this. So yes, we need to find the lift to exit the level, and I still need to find that console, don't I? Locate the executive terminal. I've still not done that yet. So we need to know what's in here now. I'm gonna drag the security guard, which drastically lowers the amount of AP I have per turn, but at the same time it'll stop him from waking up quite so soon. I still have... Shit. I didn't think about that. Of course, new cameras were coming online. So we need to... Right, we need to block that camera. Drop this guard. Okay, Decker has used his neural disruptor, so this is now on cooldown. Whatever I do, I'm probably going to get seen. But this is the guard that probably would have responded to it, so I'm going to play this right, and there's the lift. There's the lift, so now we know where that is. I'm now going to focus my... So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to use my cloaking rig. And I'm going to use this specifically. I'm going to open the door. And I'm going to come through, and I'm going to hope... Yep, good. Okay, so it's just cameras and nothing else on the other side. These guys really do favour their surveillance, don't they? I'm going to hack this. I'm going to just switch back over to International. I'm going to get this wireless hack. I'm going to have a little peek through this door. There's the executive terminal. Okay, I'd love to know what's through this door or this door here, but I don't think we're really going to get the chance. Let's come through. Close the door behind us. Very important. And we'll get there with International shortly. I do need to place a bug on here to hack it. We shall do that. Now, unfortunately, that has actually doubly screwed Decker because the firewalls have now been increased. which means that these things, I didn't think about this, these things are not going to be hacked until next turn. So we are in trouble. We are in trouble. So we're going to have to try somehow to get Decker out of here. And we may be able to sit tight here, but we know there's a guard coming. But next turn, we'll be able to use the Neural Disruptor, and the guard will not be able to see me until he gets to about this position. So yeah, I've played this incredibly dangerously, but we might be able to. We might be able to risk it. We might be able to get a jammy.
I'm investigating. I'm just a little twitchy today.
Right, that's good for us. We have the site list.
You've got the site list. They noticed you posted about and have changed up their patrols. Be careful
Now,
on the way out.
I've just realised, now, what you do have an option with your guys. Every turn, you can actually sprint. So you get +3 AP, but basically you make sound, and something roughly in a 3 or 4 tile radius around you, people can actually hear you moving, and they will come to investigate. Now, fortunately for me, this guy here can... Now, I need to be careful about this, because this KO is for this guy down here to re-KO him. So I'm going to run up here, and I'm going to KO this guard. And we're going to steal his valuables, crit chip, that's nice. And we're going to try and get International back to pair up with Decker. Now, it's just sheer blind luck that I didn't bring Decker down here, but I'm actually quite glad I didn't. Now, the Corporation sent a new guard. On each level, there will be a Corporation teleporter. Fortunately, this Corporation teleporter is far enough away from me that I don't have to worry about it. Right, so we're going to sprint with International. Hopefully, we shouldn't be heard by anybody. We need to get out of dodge quickly, and we're going to go and pin this guy with Decker. And by the time our Neural Disruptor comes off cooldown, we'll be able to KO him and then go and pin this guy. So it all works out very well. We just need to keep on. We need to keep on top of things. That's really unfortunate. You know what I was saying about not splitting up your agents? That would be exactly why. Okay, now what we're going to do here is we're gonna completely fool this guard. We're gonna come here, and we've actually run out of his line of sight. Then if we run round, I thought there was a way around there. Thought there was a way around. Now the guard's actually got to come through here. So what I'm gonna do is have her here. I'm gonna ambush the guard. This is getting to a really messy first run, guys. But we're still okay. Am I not stolen? Oh yeah, you got the passcode. That's okay. That's not such a bad thing. Now this guard is also going to investigate, so we need to be mindful of that. And he gets dragged in and ambushed. Perfect. Okay, so what we're going to do now is we're going to re-KO this guard. And we're going to go and pin this one. And International, you can run over here, shut the door, and just make like nothing actually bloody happened. There's a good one. We're nearly home free. This has been a lot dirtier than I thought it was going to be, but we're nearly home free. Dare I sprint? I can probably sprint. Yep, why not? I'm going to risk it. That's good. I would have had a little icon that would have flashed up. Had that not been a good idea, there would have been a little icon on the screen, so that's fine. Our next turn, we'll get them into the teleporter. Corporation's brought one more guard into the building. Obviously, there's another teleporter down here in this room. But we are now home free. Well done, guys. That was a great first mission. Bit dirty, shouldn't have split you up. That was my fault entirely, but you did well. And away we go.
That contact list will prove invaluable when planning our next move. Excellent work.
And here we can see, did I miss anything? I didn't. That's wonderful. So we took that level for everything it was worth, pretty much. We could have perhaps stolen something from one more guard, but who cares at this point? Okay, right. Now, one thing I'm going to do with Decker is I want to increase... Right, I'm going to put this... Oh, do I want the lock decoder on one of my agents? I'm going to give the lock decoder to International for now. I'm going to increase Yeah, I'm going to increase both of their strength scores by 1. Effectively, I want 2 empty slots open for stuff that I can pick up in the level, so if I need to carry a key card, I also need another empty slot. Though maybe I can get away with not doing that on International because she's got the lock decoder. That's a possibility, but I'm certainly going to do this on Decker. I'm going to increase the strength by 1. And of course, if you increase the speed, that's, you know, the further you can move, the more IP you get in a turn, the more stuff you can do. Anarchy is all to do with basically stealing stuff and using nefarious gadgets. And hacking is something that she's very good at. That gives us power. We're not really too interested in power at the minute. I might increase her speed rating. I might, but I'm actually going to sit tight on the money we've got for now. And that's fine. And then we go back to mission select.
I've re-established contact with Monster. His network picked up the attack just before it hit us, and we're working to trace it back to the source. In the meantime, he's offered to sell us some of his more rarefied stock.
Greetings. I don't often perform transactions face-to-face, but Gladstone is an old friend. I'll contact you when anything becomes available.
Thank you, Monster. If we find their central server, we may be able to bring them down, or at least distract them long enough that they lose our trail. Continue scavenging operations, and I'll keep you posted as more intel develops.
Thank you, Central. And now you can see that the site list has opened up a whole host of new options for us to go and explore, but that will have to wait until the next video. So guys, thank you very much indeed for joining me. Until next time, my name has been ChromeDrake. Great health, good gaming, and I'll see you on the next one. Goodbye for now.